Ma'am, we are live now. I request your permission to start the session, ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, ma'am. Hari Om, everyone. A warm and heartfelt welcome to the 35th session of our lecture series. A prestigious lecture series designed exclusively for the first year and fourth year BMS students. We are delighted to have you all here today. But before we embark on this enlightening journey, let me take a moment to introduce you to Jignasa, a pan India platform driven by the student community of Bharata within the Aish fraternity. Our motto is simple yet powerful: learn Aish to practice Aish. We strive to empower Aish students from campuses to communities, bridging the gap between students, policymakers, and administrative authorities. Jignasa serves as a unifying force connecting every aspect of Aish, including students, academicians, practitioners, scientists, industrialists, and hospitals, all under one inclusive umbrella. We firmly believe in thinking globally while acting locally, working tirelessly over the past 2 decades to strengthen the Aish education system and instill confidence among ICE students. To achieve our goals, Jignasa has undertaken various impactful initiatives across the country, ranging from grassroots to international platforms, and some of our key initiatives include study circles, lecture series on specific topics, free medical camps, social health status surveys, hands-on training workshops, conferences, interaction with eminent Vaidyas and academicians, enabling insightful conversations and knowledgeful exchange, brainstorming sessions with eye stalwarts, policymakers, and key stakeholders, National Arogya Expo and International Conference, national level seminars, medicinal plant visits, pharmaceutical visits, agitations for eye student community, advocating for the rights and demands of eye students, private internship program, facilitating hands-on learning experience under the guidance of acharyas, interaction with traditional healers, online mock tests, social awareness campaigns, and free healthcare assistance during natural calamities and accidents through local governing bodies were also provided by our organization. In our last session, which was a testament to the overwhelming response and enthusiasm from students, with over 400 live participants and more than 20,000 views so far, we are humbled by your active engagement and dedication to learning. At Jignasa, we understand the financial challenges that many students face when it comes to accessing commercial study platforms. We firmly believe that education should be accessible to all, regardless of their financial constraints. Hence, we are committed to providing a helping hand to every student fueled by the burning desire to learn. With the support of experts in the field, we offer you the opportunity to learn the subjects with no financial burden or any kind of problems. All we ask for is your unwavering interest and passion for the knowledge. Today, we are honored to have Dr. Shruti M. M., BMS MD, Assistant Professor, Panchakarma Department, Sri Raghavendra Ayurveda College, Maladihalli, Chitradurga District. Ma'am completed her UG at Ahalya Ayurveda Medical College, Kerala, and PG at VPSV Ayurveda College, Kottakkal. Ma'am secured highest rank during internship time and got admission on Panchakarma at Kottakkal. Ma'am has worked on COVID-19 project of CCRAS. Ma'am has also worked as assistant professor at Dhanvantari College, Gujarat. Ma'am has so far attended more than 50 national and international seminars and presented papers in various national seminars. And Ma'am has worked in renowned entrance coaching centers like Drona Institute and now working as online entrance coaching faculty at Ayurveda Medical Association of India. Ma'am, we are extremely delighted to have you on the session today and we extend our warmest welcome to you and to each and everyone who is watching our session today. We hope you find this helpful. Ma'am, now I request you to carry this session forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Karthik, for your warm welcome. And I'm hereby expressing my gratitude uh, for the whole team of the Jignasa. And this is actually an amazing startup for the students to gain knowledge by free of cost. Uh, I appreciate wholeheartedly. Okay, um, just we'll start the session. Okay, just it is an informal session. Okay, I know as a student, as a final year student, how you will feel because after this 1.5 year of preparation, then now the exam is only 10 days, right? 10, 12 days is there for the preparation. So how you will feel that I can able to know so that it's not like a tension building session. It's just for making you cool and calm and how confidently you can able to write the exam and how confidently you can present your answers on your answer sheet during the exam. Okay, so actually I will divide this into two because there will be some points we have to remember during the preparation, that is before exam, and what are all the points we have to think at the time of or during the examination. What are all the points we have to think and take care of for securing good marks. Okay, so uh, in your group also there will be three types of students. Some students will be there daily they will prepare, then from these days they completed the whole portion, then now revision started, like that students will be there. Some other students, they studied some important points, then half of the portion is remaining, like that students will be there. There will be some students, they will be starting in stage of studying, like that students also will be there. So I'm actually, for entire students, I am giving some tips and tricks for the examination. Okay. Uh, so for that purpose, actually, we have to divide the subject, the whole Panchakarma subject. Actually, while comparing to the other subject like Kai Chikilsa, Shalya, Shalakya, etc., Panchakarma is a very small subject, and scoring of marks is a bit easy for Panchakarma. So it's not that much. It's not that much effort is needed for passing the exam. It is quite simple while comparing to other subjects. Okay, but how to secure good marks, and that is also we'll discuss. Okay, so you are all know how the mark distribution will be. So there will be two 10-mark essay, then 5-mark essay will be 10, then 3-mark question will be 10. Okay. So the first thing you have to remember how the timing you have to give during the examination session. So we'll discuss the points to remember before exam. Okay. Before exam, what are all the points you should remember? So now you'll get 10 days to prepare or for revision purpose. So you'll be dividing these days, like for each subject, 3 hours, sparely 3 hours you will get. So now it is the time for, not for the hard work, but for the smart work. Okay. So I see my students, like some students will be very much hardworking, but they'll score not up to mark. But some students are a bit average, but they can smartly score good marks during the examination. Why? That is all about. There are some, they do smartly just before exam and just at the time of the exam, how they manage the time. So that is a key point for the for securing good marks on your examination. Then divide the time accordingly. Some subject you know better, so for that subject you give less time. For um, big subjects like KC, Shalaki, Shalya, you want more time. So give more time for that. Okay. Then give very less important for already covered portions. If you are already covered, some portion will be there that you are confident enough, just leave it, because that need a very little revision just before your exam. Just 1 or 2 days before you can just read, means you will get it. But the some portion will be there, that big portions like Vyabat, Vasti Vyabat, or Virechana Vyapat, Vamana Virechana Vyapat. These are all a quite big topic, and it takes time to study. So for like that subject, you give more time. Okay. Then during the exam, so these are the preparation time what you have to um, take care of. But during the exam, what are all the things you should take care of? That is, first thing is time management itself. Okay, so here we'll get 3 hours. That is total total 180 minutes you will get for writing the examination. So within this 180 minutes, you should show how much you studied till this 1.5 years. So it is a little bit tough, but even though you can um, wisely divide the time, like you can give time 16 minutes for the 10 mark essay. For the 10 mark essay, the maximum time you should give is 16 marks. 16 minutes. Okay, if you didn't complete it within 16 minutes, just leave that question and go for the next question. Don't stick on to the essay for more than 20-30 minutes. Why? Because there will be easy 3 mark question will be there waiting for you in the last session. But what you will do, you will write half an hour or 45 minutes for the long essay, but the maximum mark you can score is 8 or 7 only. More than that, no, nobody will give you the mark, right? But you may waste the time for half an hour or 1 hour. Then after that, the fourth 3 mark question, you will not get that much time. So it is better you can give 16 minutes for the 10 mark essay. Okay. Then after 16 minutes, just leave that question, then go for the next question. Hmm? Then for 5 mark question, for each question, give 8 minutes each. 8 minutes. More than that, don't give that much importance more than 8 minutes. Okay. Then 3 mark question, you can give 4 to 5 minutes. For each question, you can give 4 to 5 minutes. More than that, don't give timing. So the total timing you will be finished within 160 minutes. You will be finishing the exam if you follow this means. Then again 10 mark will be there for reading the question, whether the question numbers is correct, whether you attended the whole question. Then if any question that you already know, but even though you left because of time is not there, so you left, it means you can go back and complete that question during this 10 minutes. This is how you should smartly write the exam while during the exam. Okay. Then at the time of exam, we have no time to think what and what to be right. Okay. So for the 10 mark essay, you now itself while reading now this 10 days, you have to divide. There should be one introduction part, there should be a full body part, there should be a conclusion. So for example, if mode of action of Vamana is asked or Vamana Karmukada is asked, then how will you divide the timing? The first introduction should be a little, it should be short, but it should be include what is Vamana and how the procedure is. That should be, you can very what within one paragraph you have to write that. Then coming to the main point, you have to so if you know the sloga, that is well and good, because mostly when the examiners while seeing the sloka, you'll get the chance of getting more mark is there. Okay, so you'll start while writing this like tatra ushna tikshna rukshna vevai vikasini aushadani so viryena hridayamupetya, like that you started the sloga. Then you completed the sloga. If you don't know the sloga, what you have to do? You have to write like flow chart. So tatra, what are the gunas? Ushna, tikshna, vyavai, vikasi, aushadani. Then sukshma, vikasi, vyavai, aushada. Then so viryena hridayamupetya. Due to it, so virya, it will act on its hridaya. Like that, you have to make flow chart. How it will be ended? Due to the action of the which are all the Mahabhutas acting? Agni and Vayu Mahabhuta. So due to this Agni Mahabhuta, the Vamana Drivya, and due to the Prabhava, Urdhva Bhagahara, Prabhava of the Vamana Drivya, it will the Vamana will occur. So likewise, you have to write like a flowchart. You have to use the Sanskrit words for what describing each question. Don't translate completely into the English. It's better to use what the Acharyas mentioning in the Samhita. Likewise, you have to mention in the answer paper also. So that will be the main part. Then you mentioned already Ushna, Tikshna, Sukshma, Vyavai. Okay. Then you have to mention each quality, Ushna Guna. How the Ushna Guna will act during the process of Vamana. How the Tikshna Guna is going to act in the Vamana. So Aushnyad, Vishyandayadi, Taikshnyad, Vichindayadi, like that Acharya is mentioning while explaining the Vamana Karmagada. So, how the Ushna Guna is causing the Vishyandana. So, your Yukti and what the Acharya is mentioning, that everything should be clearly mentioned while explaining the Vamana Karmagada. Then last will be the conclusion. So due to this gunas and due to this prabhavas, how the Vamanas act and how we can correlate this to the modern aspect. Okay, so the emitted drug, how it will be acting. So the stretching reflex will be there. Then the brain and the stomach axis will be there. So that everything you should describe within a paragraph at the conclusion, so that the every point you got completed, you will get can able to score a good mark. So if slogas also you know means surely you will going to score 8 marks for this type of question. But if for 5 marks, so before itself you have to plan. So if you are reading Vamana Karmagada, now itself there should be an idea how to write the exam. Okay, likewise only you have to prepare. But at the during the time of the examination, there is no time because just by getting the paper, you will start writing. So there is no time to think or plan. So plan wisely before the exam itself, how to write and how much time I have to give, how much points I have to include in the 10-mark question. For 5-mark question, just introduction and the most important points and conclusion is needed. But for a 3-mark question, no introduction, no conclusion, just what the matter is that should be clear cutly you have to describe. Like that, you have to write the or you have to approach the 3-mark question. Then the thing is, don't ever miss the 3-mark question. But why? Because if you know the answer, the chance of getting full mark is there only for the 3-mark question. So if you know well, so if Avapedaka Sneha is asking, so if you know clearly about Avapedaka Sneha, then what do you have to write? You have to describe completely the Avapedaka Sneha. That will be in the 3-mark question. So just by describing completely just what is Avapedaka Sneha, you will get 3 mark. So why to waste that mark? So that is why I told that the correct time management and division of time should be there during your examination. That is a wise planning. That's why I told uh, smartness while preparing the exam is also very much important during the final exam or the university exam. So let's discuss the important points of each. I have the syllabus with me. So we'll discuss the most important things. We can divide it to 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star point. Okay, your syllabus is going to be divided into 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star points. So the people who are not studied and not that much prepared, at least you have to thorough with your 3-star points. And what I told before, like that you have to work smartly and you can also pass the exam. But already studied students, only the revision is balanced means what you have to do, you have to go for first 3-star points, then go for 2-star points, then 1-star, like that you have to prepare. Give more importance to 3-star points. So some areas will be there. Most repeatedly the question will come. Okay, so regarding the Panchakarma, we have to study only the 7, 8 points. That is, first will be the introductory part, then Snehanadhyaya, Svedadhyaya, then Vamana, Virechana, Nasya, Vasti, Rektamokshana, then what physiotherapy, some points. These much points only you have to study. So in this, the 3-star points will be the indication and contraindication of each procedure. That is, indication of smehana, indication of svedana, indication of vamana virejana, like that. Every indication and contraindication is very, very much important. Then contraindication, I already told like. Then adiyoga, ayoga, samyak yoga of the procedures. Then the types or classification, then Karmagada. This much is the what 3-star point you have to study. Some 3-star point I have left that I will tell while discussing the each topic. Okay, so let us come to the introductory part. So introduction part is an important area where there is a chance of 10-mark essay. In this, what will be the question? First is importance of Purva karma in the Panchakarma. So you have to write Dibana Pajana, Vamana, Snekhana and Svedana. We will prepare the patient for Vamana Virejana, etc. Right? So that you have to mention what is that importance of Purva karma in the session. So in that, what are all the things you have to include? You have to include the importance of Agni and Koshta of the patient during the Panchakarma procedure. Then if Amatwa is present, then what? Deepana Pajana you should give. Then what is the role of Snehana? There is Snehana called Drivikarana of dosha, and it will easily we can able to make the dosha to move from the Shakha to Koshta. Then Svedana. So it will cause Vilayana or Drivikarana of dosha. Easily it will move to the Koshta. So that is the importance of the Snehana and Svedana. So that detailing you have to. Then also Acharya is mentioning some simile. Like if you don't do Snehana Svedana and you do Panchakarma, means how the body will go to Vishirya Avastha. Like Ardram Kashtam, that is how a Ardra Kashta you can able to bend. Like that a Sneha Vedana body you can able to do Shodhana. But if you don't do Sneha Svedana or Purva Karma, then how you try to take the resa from the unripened fruit. Faladamad resadiva, like that Ajari is mentioning, right? How you are trying to take juice from a unripened fruit, like that your body will going to get destroyed before without doing snake and svedana. You are going to do the panchakarma, means that will happen. Okay, so all these points will be added for this question. So the main important thing is importance of pura karma in the panchakarma. So that is an important question. Then trivida karma, that is a repeated question. What in the Panchakarma exam? What is the Trivida karma? Purva karma, Pradhana karma, and Paschat karma. Whatever the procedure is asking, even though it is Vamana, even though it is Virejana, even though it is Nasya, even though it is Dhanyamladara, or even though it is Shastika Shalipinna Sveda, or Patra Podali Sveda, anything, any procedure it is asking, it should be divided into Purva karma, Pradhana karma, and Paschat karma. In Purva karma, what are all the things you should add? Sambara Sangraha, then Adura Pariksha, Adura Siddhata, then all these points will be added in the Purva Karma. In the Pradhana Karma, what are all the points should include? The main procedure, how you are doing the procedure. Then in the Purva Karma, Sneha Svedana preparation will also be added, okay? In the Pradhana Karma, how the procedure you are going to do. Then what are all the indication and contraindication of the procedure, then the procedure, then what are all the Samyak Snigdha, Asnigdha or Adi Snigdha Lakshanas. That everything will comes under the what? Pradhana Karma. Then what will comes under the Paschat Karma? It will be the Paschat, that is Paschat what we are doing, like Samsarjana Krama or Rasa Adi Samsarjana Krama or Pariharya Vishayas what we are adopting. Then if any Dhyabat is there, how we are managing. Everything will comes under the Paschat Karma. So like how you have to write the Trivida Karmas. So Trivida Karma in general also it will ask. If for the procedure also asking means you have to divide the procedure into Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma and Paschat Karma. Understood? Then general precautions, that is Pariharya Vishaya during the Panchakarma. Very important point. Pariharya Kalas and Pariharya Vishaya during the Panchakarma. So what are all the Pariharya Kalas mentioned? Like Ashtanga Hridaya mentioned, Yanya Hani Pibetani Tavangyanyanya Vityaje. That means how many days you are doing the Panchakarma, that much days you should adopt the Parihare Kala also. That much days you should adopt Patya Patya. Understood? But for according to the Charakacharya, Dviguna Parihara Kala is mentioned. Dviguna Parihara Kala. So if you are doing procedures like Vakti, you are doing 10 days or 8 days means 8 into 2, that is 16 days you have to adopt the Parihara Kala. At that time you have to do the Parihara Vishayas, everything. Then according to Sushruta, um, it is 1 month, not regarding as the procedure. He is telling us 1 month for every procedure. The Parihara Kala will be 1 month. So this Kala and Vishayas, Parihara, there is some Tyajya Vishayas. The Tyajana Vishayas is told, right? Ashta Mahadoshakara Bhavas is told. So, like what it is mentioned, like Adivyayama, Adivyana, Adiyanayana, like so many points is mentioned. This will be coming under the Parihare Vishaya. Okay, that should be included in that point. So this is the main important point. What in the introductory part, the chance of question is there. So the 10 mark chance of 10 mark question is more in this session. Okay. Then coming to the Snehanadhyaya. The Snehanadhyaya is again divided into Bahya and Abhyandara and Shodhana Snehabana. Okay. So in Snehabana, what you have to study the most? The main thing is Sneha Yoni, that is to Stavara Jangama, then Chaturvida Snehas. You should study the Chaturveda Snehas. So you may already studied this in the first year and third year, so it is not that much tough to remember or recall the shlokas. So that fourth Chaturveda, that is Satir Maja, Asatailam, Snekeshu Praviramadam, Tatra Bijuttamam Sarpi, Samskarasya Arvanvartanat, Madhuryat, Avidahitvat, Ajanmadavyacha, Shilanat. So that you should write in that Chaturveda Sneha. Then you should mention each quality. That is Sarpi quality. What are the qualities? Where it is indicated. Okay. Like that Chaturveda Snehas you have to explain. So that is regarding the what Sneha Sneha Yuni. Then what is the difference between Acha Sneha? Sometimes it will be asking for 3-mark question. Pravicharana Sneha, it will also be asking for 3-mark question. Okay, the more chance is there for the 3-mark question. Sometimes it will ask for the 5-mark also, but it will not ask for the 10-mark question. That much content is not there, right? That's why. Then regarding the Yamagatri Britmaha Sneha, like classification of Sneha. Just by saying that you will get 3 types of Sneha like Yamagatri Britmaha Sneha, Chaturvida like Sarpir Majavasa Thailam. Then 5 types like Sarpir Majavasa Meda Thaila. Like that you will get the references. Different types of classification is there. So classification of Sneha is also important. Okay. Then coming to the Bahi Snehana procedures. And also indication and contraindication of Sneha that I told us it is a 3-star point. First in the Sneha Dhyaya, what you should study, the 3-star point is, first one is indication and contraindication of Snehana. While reading the contraindication, you have to refer the what why it is contraindicated. That is mentioned in Tika. That also you should read, so it will be stay in your head. Okay. For example, what is the contraindication of Snehana? Natu adimandagni, tikshnagni, stula durbala, urustambadisara, ama galaroga, gara udare, murcha chardi ariji slishma trishna madhyecha pididai, apaprasuda yuktecha, nasi vasto virejane. So here, natu adimandagni. Adimandagni is contraindicated. Why? So we have to substantiate that. Why? Because the purpose of Snehapana is for the Utkleshana. If you have the Aditikshna means what will happen? If you take the Sneha, at that time itself it will digest. So Utkleshana purpose will not do by the Sneha. If Adi Mandagni means the digestion will not occur properly. So that you have to do the Dibana Pajana. Okay. So like that points you have to cover. Contraindication. So that is a 3-star point. Then Adiyoga, Ayoga, Samyak Yoga of the Snehabana. That is also a 3-star point. Then some procedures like Murdhini Taila, they will ask for the 10 mark essay or 5 mark essay. Murdhini Taila, 4 types is there, right? Abhyanga, Sega Pichavo, Vastischedi, Chaturvidam. Hmm? So that that also you should give more importance in study. Chaturvidha Sneha. Then coming to the, it's actually division is the Bahis Sneha, Abhyandara Sneha and Shodhanartha Snehavana. So in the Bahis Snehana, what are all the points you have to include means how you should give the Snehavana, the procedure. No, that is Abhyandara Sneha. You should study the Abhyandara Sneha method. That will be Shodhanartha. For the Shodhanartha purpose, how will you give? Then what will be the timing? Shamanartha, what will be the timing? Like with the slogas, you have to study. If you don't know the sloga, what you have to do is, which is the timing. Like, for example, for those who know the sloga means no problem at all. But if you don't know the sloga means how to write this, I will tell. Shodhanartha is there, Shamana Snehavana is there, Brahmana is there, right? So, what in the Shodhananga Snehavana is told? Hyastane jirne evani sneho achashudevahu. So, the last previous night food should be digested. Then only you can able to. And the patient should not have that much appetite. So, at the morning time, that is 6 o'clock, 6 to 6:30 is the timing for the Snehavana. Okay, but coming to the Shamana purpose, what it is told? Shamanaha Shuddhado Anannam Madhyamatrascha Shasive. So in the Shamana, what it is told like Shuddhado, when the patient is hungry, at that time only the patient should administer the Shamana Snehavana. And the dosage is Madhyama Matra. But difference of opinion is that Charaga told Uttama Matra is for the Shamana purpose, but I am telling this regarding the Ashtanga Hridaya. Then what is the timing? Shuddhado. The patient should have hungry appetite. Then only we can able to administer the Shaman Snehavana. Then what about the Brahman Snehavana? Brahmano Resamadhyade Sabakta Alpa Hidasacha. Along with the food, we have to mix the Grida or Taila, then it will become the Brahmana Snehavana. Okay. Then when to give along with the food only? And what is the Matra? Alpa Matra. So like that, different differentiation should be there. And that point you should remember. Hestane, Jirne, Evane. Then in Bahumatra it is given. Like that, Sanskrit terms itself, because this is Panchakarma. So here what the examiners will look is just Ayurveda. Here your modern knowledge is not we are checking. What we are checking is whether you know Panchakarma, whether you know Ayurveda. So you should give importance to Ayurveda. Likewise only your paper should be. Then, so that is the important point in the Abhyandara Snehavana, that is Brahmana, Shodhana and Shramana Snehavana. While coming to the Shodhanartha Snehavana, what importance of Agni and Koshta during the Snehavana, that is the 3-star point. Then Sadhya Snehavana, Sadhya Snehana, what it is? It will be asking for the 3-mark question. Then consideration of Agni and Koshta, that will be asking for 5-mark question. So it will be 2-star point you have to study. Then Samyak Yoga, Adiyoga, I am already told, right? Then what are all the Sneha Karmakata, mode of action of the Snehavana. That you should study by modern, just one paragraph you should make a note of the modern portion also. Then coming to the Svedhadhyaya. In the Svedhadhyaya, the 3-star point is the but 10 types of Anagni Sveda, 13 types of Agneya Sveda according to Charaga. Then 4 types Chaturveda Sveda according to Ashtanga Hridaya or Sushruta Samhita. These are the very, very much important point other than the indication, contraindication, Adyoga, Ayoga and Samyak Yoga of this Vedana. Other than this 3-star point, the another point is what? Niragni Sveda and Sa Agni Sveda. Sa Agni Sveda means Sa Agni, with Agni we are doing. Niragni means here we are not using Agni. What is the 10 types of Niratni: Vyayama, Ushmasadana, Guru Pravaranam, Kshuddha, Bhayakrodha, Ubanaha, Ahavadaba. Okay. So these 10 you should write detailedly, and what are all the specific indication for the um, Niratni Sveda, that also you have to include. Hmm? Because Kapa Medo Avridavada, it is specifically indicated, right? So like that point, specific point, you have to specify in your paper also. Because the examiners do not look for the essay, whatever you are writing, they will look for the key point. If key point is there, you will get mark. If not there, you will not get. Okay. So these are the 3-star point. Then other points we have to study in the Svedadhyaya is we have to study individually, like Shastika Shalipinda Sveda. Then the main thing I'm telling, okay, Shastika Shalipinda Sveda. Then Pirichil. Pirichil is a Kerala Panchakarma procedure, but it is having a wide range of application during the treatment. So that Pirichil, chance of asking Pirichil is more. So while if this type of procedure is asking for your exam, how will you write? There should be a Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma, and Paschat Karma. In Purva Karma, what should you write? What will you write in the Purva Karma? All the Sambara Sagraha, then patient preparation, then what are all the indication, contradict, everything will come under the Purva Karma. Then then how to prepare the medication. If Dhanyamla Dara means how you prepare Dhanyamla, everything will come under the ingredients of Dhanyamla, everything will come under the Purva Karma. In the Pradhana Karma, what the points we have to add is how the procedure we have to do. Okay. So Dhanyamla Dara is actually a Rukshana procedure. So before doing a Ruksha procedure, what we have to do? We have to put Ruksha Tala. Tala means you have to put some Rasnadi Churna or any Churna which we have to protect our Indriya. We have to put in the Brahma. Okay. So then we have to start the procedure. Where to where the 7 postures is told for the every type of snehana and svedana. Which are all the postures? One is sitting, then supine, then right lateral, left lateral, then supine, right lateral, then supine, then sitting. These are the 7 postures for doing every type of Pindas Vedas or Dharas, everything we are using these 7 postures. So each procedure, if we are in the sitting posture, we have to start Dhara from the shoulder to the hip, then hip to the knee, not knee, till the leg, till the fingers of the leg. Then if you are in the supine position means you have to do from shoulder to hip, then again hip to toe. Like that, a division should be there. How to do the procedure, that clearly you have to mention. Then what will be the temperature? If you are doing the Abhyanga means the warmth of the oil should be 38 to 39 degrees Celsius. But if it in Kayaseka means it can go for 40 to 42 degrees Celsius. Before that, you have to check the temperature using the dorsum of your hand. So every point you have to mention detailedly in the while describing the procedure of doing Svedana or the procedure. So the important procedure here, the chance of asking is Dhanyamla Dhara and Shastika Shali Pindasveda and Pircha. So these are all the 3-star points, but other points also you have to study. But first finish these 3 points, then go for the other points. Understood? Then Sveda Karmakada, that also you just read. Sometime it will ask Svedana Karmakada. That will Stamba Gauravashi Svedanam Svedakarakam, like that Acharya told. So how it acts as Stambagna? How it acts as Shulagna, like that you have to Shidagna, like that you have to describe. I will tell an example. Stambagna. How it will act as Stambagna? Why? Because the the Svedana is having the Ushna Guna. The Stambana is due to Vada and Kabha. Okay, Vada is also having Vada and Kapha is having the Shida Guna. But here we are giving the Ushna Guna so that there will be Vilayana of the doshas. Doshas will be there. Vilayana of the doshas will be there. So due to this doshas only we are getting paid. So if this Sambagna is releasing, the Shula will also get uh, reduce. Then Shidagnada. Okay. So we know Kaba and Vada is Shivan quality. So we are giving the Ushnaguna. So likewise, we have to describe each and every point. Even though you know the sloga, you are describing this, you are writing the sloga. Just by reading the sloga, you will not get good. How to write? You have to mention each and every points of the sloga. Hmm? Then to remember the sloga, the only thing is repeated reading. So those who didn't study the sloga means it's better to go for notes which contains the Sanskrit words in it. So try to write in that Sanskrit word in your exams also. Then only you can able to score good marks. Okay. Then Vamana karma. Coming to the Vamana karma, the main key point we have to know is indication and contraindication, Adiyoga, Ayoga, Samyak Lakshana of Vamana, then procedure of Vamana, then Karmugada, Vamana Karmugada. This much is the 4-star point you have to remember while 3-star point you have to remember while studying the Vamana. Okay, then the next importance you have to give, that is what will be the 3-day, you will give 1-day gap for Vamana, right? So what will be the procedure we will be doing in that 1-day gap? What are all the Parihare Vishayat? How to do the Samsarjana Krama? Like that you have to know. Samsarjana Krama aase, essay it will ask. Otherwise, specifically Samsarjana Krama during the Vamana, during Virejana, like that also it will ask. Studying that Samsarjana Krama in detail is also important. Understood? So, first we'll discuss the indication and contraindication. Indication, you have to study the sloga. That is very much important. At least indication, contraindication, and the Yoga Yoga Lakshana you should know for every Panchakarma procedure. Okay. Otherwise, how you will remember this much disease? For example, even Vamana contraindication. He is asking me, you have to write अवाम्य गर्भिणी रुक्षो क्षुदितो नित्यदुःखिता बाल वृद्ध कृश स्थूल हृद्रोगी क्षद दुर्बला. This much points, how will you remember? But if you read the sloga, if you know the sloga means easily you can reproduce it into your paper. Otherwise, you have to use your yukti because okay, in this and this time, if Vamana is doing means what will be the complication like that? You have to use your yukti and you should remember each and every point in the Sanskrit terms. Okay. So, indication, contraindication. Then how the method. Okay. So, in while asking Vamana karma, you have to write the, already I told, Purva karma, Pradhana karma, and Paschat karma. In the Purva karma, what? All Deepana Pajana and Sneha Bhana will come. Then in the Pradhana karma, the procedure of Vamana will come. In that, we have to assess what? Langigi, Manigi, Vaigigi, like Andigi, everything we have to note in this. Okay. Then what will be the Andigi? Pitta Anda is told for the Vamana, right? Then how much the Vaigigi is told? 4, 6, 8. Like that it is told. 8 is Pravarashuddhi, 6 is Madhyama Shuddhi, and 4 is Hina Shuddhi. Like that it is told. So, according to the days of according to the number of the Vegas, we can calculate the Samsarjana Krama. Okay, if it is Uttama Shuddhi, then it will be 8 days, otherwise 5 days, otherwise it will be 3 days. Likewise, the Samsarjana Krama Kala should be there. I think you know that if it is Pravarashuddhi means 3 Annagala will be there. That is Peya, 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 Vilepi, 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 Akritayusha, Kritayusha, Kritayusha, Akritamam Sirasa, Kritamam Sirasa, Kritamam Sirasa. Like that it will come. Understood? But If it is Madhyam Shuddhi, if it is 6 Beka means it will 2 2. Peya Peya, Vilepi Vilepi, like that. Akritayusha Kritayusha and Akritamam Srasa. Likewise, it is divided. Then Avarashuddhi means 1 1 1. Peya, Vilepi, Kritayusha and Kritamam Srasa. Likewise, 1 Annagala will be. So, Sansarjana should be included in the what? Panchakarma of the Vamana. And also, you have to add Kabala and Dhumapana in the Panchakarma of the Vamana. Understood? So, this is how you should study the Vamana Karma. Even though you don't know the slogas of the procedure, if you clearly mentioning the procedure, you will get good scores. But you have to use which direction you have to massage while during the Vamana, how many Vegas is the likewise, everything you have to clearly mention there. Then what will be the Lakshana seen, Adiyoga Yoga Lakshana seen? If Vyabhat occurred, then what? Very much important point in 3-step point is the Vamana Virajana Vyabhat. The 10 Vyabhat told, right? Atmano Parigarticha Kamba Bhritkatri Graham Jivadanam Sa Vibramsham. That sloga, that 10 numbers, you should study the sloga. Even though if you don't know the sloga, you can put some tricks and you should remember that. Okay, you can use mnemonics or you can use another techniques for your remember the things. Okay, I'm not compelling that you should study the slogan like that. I'm not compelling. But if you are writing the slogan, means it will be you'll get good scores. That is the point. Okay, that is why I'm telling regarding the slogan. But those who didn't study the slogan means you have to correctly explain the procedure with the Sanskrit terminology. Then just you should read is Madana Kalpa. At least in the Kalpasthana, before going to the exam, Madana Kalpa and Trivrit Kalpa, you should read. Then only you'll get it. Some yogas you'll get, important yogas. So that you should like, sometimes it will ask, how is the Madana Pipili collection? It will ask. So you should know how to collect or Madana Falagravya. Sometimes Vamana Dravyas like that they will ask. So which are all the Vamana Dravyas that you should know. So just reading Kalpasthana only, you will get idea to write the exam regarding the Vamana. Understood? Then Shuddhi already, these are all the main important things we should remember in the Vamana. Then Vamana Karmagada, that I already told, right? How to write Vamana Karmagada. It is a chance of asking 10 mark essay for the Vamana Karmagada. Then this Adiyoga, Ayoga, Samyik Yoga, sometimes 3 mark like it will ask. If only one Samyik Yoga of Vamana it is asking it, it will be for 3 marks only. Okay. So I will tell you an example. For 3 marks, Samyik Snigdha or Ayoga Lakshana of Snekapana is asked. Then how you will write? You know the slogan, okay, Purisham Gradidam Ruksham Vayu Rapraguna Murdu Patta Karitha Rauksham Cha Katrasya Asnigdha Lakshana. So you know the slogan even though you will not get 3 marks. Why? Because you should write that these are all the Ayoga. Then why it become Ayoga? How the Lakshana came? Okay, so that also you should write. Then in the Samyik Snigdha also, if you explain by any acharyas means other acharyas extra point also you have to quote. Not the sloga, at least the matter you have to quote. Because adhastad sneha darshanam, it is only told by Sushruta Acharya. You will not get from any other acharyas. But it is an important thing we have to note in the Samyik Snigdha Lakshana. Okay. So that likewise you have to prepare. Then coming to the Virejana Karma. Virejana Karma, if you studied Vamana Karma, almost the thing is finished in the Virejana also. The only thing you should study extra is, because Vamana Karmakada is same for the Vamana Virejana, right? The same sloga. Only the Panchamahabhuta difference is there for the Vamana and Virejana. Then regarding the Karmagada, if you are okay, Karmagada also both are same. Then regarding the Vyapat, Vamana Virejana Vyapat is same. That 10 is same. So if you study Vamana means almost half of the portion of Virejana is also finished. The extra points you should note in the Vamana Virejana is indication and contraindication, Adyoga, Ayoga, Samyak, Lakshana. Then mode of action already we studied, right? The Vamana. So that much. Then the thing is you should study the Trivrit Kalpa, like the important yogas like Trivrit Lehya, Manibhadragula, like that important yoga you should remember from the Trivrit Kalpa. Understood? So this is then management of the 3 days gap between the Virejana. After Snehamana, we'll give 3 days gap, right, for the Abhyanga Nushma Sveda. Then just before the day, we'll give the Pitta Utkleshakara Ahara. So that everything you should note and study. Okay. So that is the important points from the Virejana. Okay. Then yeah, that much is the important points you should note in the Virejana. Then coming to the Vasti. Vasti is a vast topic and chance of asking question from this topic is very much high. So while studying Vasti, if you are studying one by one means it will not going to finish. So first what you have to do is first indication and contraindication of both Astabana and Anuvasana Vasti you study. Then Samyak Ayoga, Adyoga Lakshana of both Anuvasana and Astabana you have to study. Then the procedure of Vasti. Procedure of Vasti for Astabana and Anuvasana is same. Okay, that no need of studying the sloka, just each by that is Samyak Sangoji Sakti, that is left lateral position he has to lie. Then the Uchvasana has to be done before Vasti. What Uchvasana has to be done? Yeah, otherwise, the Vayu is going to the Guda means again it will cause complication. Like that, each and every small point you should note. What are all the Purva karmas you have to adopt? What are all the Pradhana karmas? What are all the Panchakarma? Then also the um, the Vasti Drivya, how much time it takes to come back. That also you should note. Why? Because in the Asthabana Vasti, it is told that 48 minutes, that is one Muhurta is the maximum time limit we have to wait. Okay, if even though it is not coming back means we have to give Tikshna Vasti or Buddha Vasti, etc. So that treatment also you have to learn. Then regarding the what Anuvasana Vasti also, 3 yama is told. Even though if otherwise it is not coming in, just leave the patient. The next day again, Shumdi Jalapana, etc. is told to give. Then also again, Anuvasana Vasti asking to continue. So that like references you should note. These are all the 3-star points you should remember in the Vasti. Then what are all the points you should know? Vasti Karmugada. Very, very much important point. Along with the modern portion, that is gut brain theory. It is a well-known theory while studying the Vasti is because in the gut, lot of signals directly it is sent to the brain. So gut is having a connection with brain. So that is why Abhadatala Murtastan. Okay, even though Vasti is situated in the Pakvashaya, it is having the action from Apadatala, Murdhastan. From the Padatala to Murda, it is having action. Okay, so likewise everything. Then there is a chance of asking question like Vasti is said to be the Ardha Chikitsa. What is the reason? So that also you have to study. That is, you will get the reference from the Siddhisthana, Charagam Siddhisthana. So here it is having the action Shagagada, Koshta Gadascha Roga, Marmorda, Sarva Abhayava Angajascha. He Sanditesham Nahi Kaschidanyo Vayo Param Janmani Hedurasti. Like that, Acharya is superbly just explained very much nicely in that textbook. So it is having action for Shagagada Roga, Kushtagada Roga, then Marma, Urda, Sarva Abhayava Roga. So why this action is having so, we can correlate it with the gut brain axis. Understood. So, likewise, point of Lavasti Karmada is very much important. Then the other chance of asking the question is procedure of Uttaravasti. Okay, sometime it will ask male Uttaravasti or female Uttaravasti. Both you have to study because the procedure what Acharya told and what we are doing is different. So you have to study both. Okay, even though you are describing the Acharya's opinion, nowadays practically what you are doing, that also you have to describe shortly in your answer paper. Okay, then what was the Vyapat? Like was, Ashtadoshas of Vasti Netra, Vasti Pudaga, that also you should study because it will be asking for 5 mark or 3 mark question. Okay, then 12 Vasti Vyapat according to Charakacharya, that also you should study. You can may put any tricks or any codes to remember that, then you should study. The what this um, Vasti Vyapat. Okay, then what you should study is your important vastis like Madhudaliga Vasti, then what? Yuktarada Vasti, Yapana Vasti, Kshara Vasti. Um, Likewise, vastis, you should no need of studying the sloga. At least you should know the ingredients. What are all the ingredients? How to prepare this, and how much dose we are giving, and what are all the indications. This much points you are knowing means for 3 mark question only it will ask like Madhudeliga Vasti like that only 3 mark question it will ask. So it's better to study this important Vastis. Erindamula Dindiruha Vasti. These are all common Rajayapanavasti. These are all some common Vasti yogas. Hmm? Uh, okay, these are the important points from the Vasti chapter. Okay, then coming to the Nasya chapter. Nasya means classification of Nasya is very, very, very much important. If the examiners want to ask some classification means first they will think Nasya only because that much classification is there for the Nasya. The second chance is for the Vasti, third chance is for the Svedana. Okay, for the classification. Okay, Snehana is so will ask, but even though this will ask. Then one point I forgot to told in the Virejana is Sharangadara opinion of the Virejana classification. That is Sharangadara exclusively Sharangacharya told Shramsana, Vedana, Anulomana, like 4 is told like Vedana. So that 4 you have to study. And what is Shramsana? What are the drugs mentioned for Shramsana? What for the Vedana? Yes, Vedanam Kadugiyada. Okay. Then likewise, how the Vedana is doing likewise, you should study. Understood? So that is regarding the Vasti. Okay. Then coming to the Nasya, what is important? I already told the Nasya in the Nasya point, classification of Nasya is very, very much important. Then indication and contraindication of Nasya. Then mainly types of Nasya like Ashtanga Hridaya Acharya's opinion like what? Shamana Nasya, Virejana Nasya, then Brahmana Nasya. That 3 you should study in detail. Then 5 types of Nasya. What is the 5 types of Nasya told by Charagacharya? That also you should study. Okay. So that in detail you have to study. Otherwise, the classification like Kashyapacharya's, then what other Bojas, etc. Like so many opinions that just you read. In the compiled text also you'll get that reference. Then the procedure of Nasya, very, very much important because Snehana and Svedana is needed. Local Snehana and Svedana is needed. Then the main procedure also during the Nasya, we have to administer like so many steps is told like the head should be in the lower position, the leg should be in a bit high position. Then you should close the nostril using one finger. Then using your middle finger, you have to raise your nasapuda. Then avichina dharaya nasyam you have to do like that small each and every point you have to note and write down. Like if you write avichina dharaya nasyam ajare, just by seeing that sentence itself, the examiner can able to know that you read that portion very well. Otherwise, you can't able to explain that. Likewise, the examiners can able to know. So likewise, smartly you have to read some points that you should what write in the examination. You should specify or give importance to that point. Okay. Then coming to the that is also Purvakarma Pradhana. Paschatkarma means Dhumapana and Kabala, etc. will come for the Nasya. Then Samyak Yoga, Adi Yoga, Ayoga Lakshana, both the regional Nasya and Brahmana Nasya is needed. You have to study. Then Nasya Karmukada. Nasya Karmukada is very much important. If Karmukada they are asking means first chance is Vasti Karmukada, then it is Nasya Karmukada. Okay, so it is a 3-star point. Then for the 3-mark question, they will ask Avapedanasya, Nasya, Marshanasya, Pratimarshanasya. Like that, for 3-mark question, there is chance. First. Then Thumanasya, like Mabanasya. Like that, they will ask. Okay. Then in the Nasya Karmukada also, you have to detailedly you have to, because you have to explain blood-brain barrier. Then what is the hormonal? There is in the pituitary, what is the action of Nasya? Then what is the need of the head should be in the lower position, right? What is the need of that? So there should be pooling of blood, that is pooling of facial nerves, that blood will be there. It will cross the blood-brain barrier also. That everything you should learn in the Nasya Karmagada. And you should present it very well. Like you can use flowcharts to present that. It should be good while seeing that. Otherwise, shlokas you can use or flowcharts you can use. Sanskrit with using Sanskrit points only, you have to write the exam. Then coming to the Rektamokshana. Rektamokshana is actually Jalauga and Rektamokshana. It will be covered in the Shalya portion also, but here also it is important. Okay. So here we have to Jalauga. Jalauga is an important topic. How to do the Jalauga. Okay. Then types of Jalauga, which are all the Savisha, which are all the Brivisha. That 6 name also important. Then how to do the Jalauga procedure. What are the Purvakarma? Purvakarma means here for the Jalauga purpose. Purvakarma for the Jalauga is also there. Purvakarma for the patient also there. Both you should include in the Purvakarma. And then in the Pradhana Karma, how to stick, because how the Jalauga will suck the blood. If it is not sucking means what to do? First you have to use the Kshira Bindu. After that you have to use Rakta Bindu. Even though it is not sucking means you have to do the Prachana. Like that you have to mention completely. Then till how much time the Jalauga will suck. Then how to know the vitiated blood is coming, is completed. Then Shuddha Rakta Agamana, how to that is Toda and Kandu will be there at the Damshadesha. Then at that point only we can able to know, okay, it is already vitiated blood is gone out, like that we can able to know. So every things we have to include in the Pradhana Karma. In the Paschat Karma, we have to do what Shadadaudakrita Abhyanga and Gada Bandhana for the patient. Then then you have to give some liquid Dravoshna Aharas for the patient. But for the Jalauga, we have to do the Vamana. So at the point, we can add the Indra Mada like symptoms. If you don't know the Shlokas of Jalauga, you can able to so everything you can able to write in the Paschat Karma. Okay. Likewise, you have to go for the Jalauga Vajarana. But in the Rekta Mokshana, how many types it is? 4 types it is there. That is Shringa, then Alabo, Khedi, Jalauga, everything that you should study. Then Dosha Pradhana and how it acts that Dosha Pradhana, everything you should study. Okay. In the Rektamokshana, the procedure it will not ask that much. The chance of asking is very much less. But for the 3-mark question, like this Shringa Jalauga, everything will ask. But Jalauga, 10-mark question. Sometimes it will ask, or 5-mark question. Also chances is there. Okay. So you should, even though you don't know the shlokas of Jalauga, just study the names of the Jalauga and the features of the Jalauga by just putting any mnemonics, any codes, anything you can use. Okay. So if you don't know the shloka, just I will tell an example. I told so many times how to remember this, how to remember this. For my students already I used to explain this in class because sometimes during the examination time, some students will forget the sloga. So you should remember with some mnemonics. For example, I'm telling, for you should remember the Savishya Jaloga names. So six is there, right? So how you will remember? So you can connect it with any stories, or you can connect it with any situation. Otherwise, you can connect it with your some friends, characteristics of your friends, like that anything. I will tell you an example. Here I am telling a story. I am going to tell a story that um, you are now studying, right? You are studying. After 10 minutes, 15 minutes, after 1 hour, you will get bored. Okay. Then what you decided? You are going to a seashore or in the beach. Okay. You are going to sit and simply you are watching the what the waves of the sea. Okay. So you went to Samudra. Okay. For watching uh, the waves. Okay. Then, so just by watching that, you are seeing a situation that two gods, two gods are coming. Two gods, one god is Krishna, then one god is Indra. Two gods are coming from that through the waves of the Samudra. Okay, then what are the features of this god? Krishna, you know, Krishna is black color. So, black color Krishna is also coming. Then, mm, what white color Indra is also coming. Okay, or Indra is a very handsome Indra who is putting some chandana in his what forehead and he is coming smartly. Like that, you can remember. So, in your mind, you visualizing a scene. Okay, so from this code, you can mm, able to recall the six name. That is, what are all the two god from where you went? You went to Samudra. So Samudrika. Samudrika you got, right? Then waves. Waves is ala. Ala is the Kannada word, right? Alagarda. Alagarda. Okay, you can able to remember. Then two god. Which are the gods? Krishna. Okay. Then Indra. Indrayudha. So Krishna and Indrayudha you got. Then what is the color of Krishna? Kappu. Black. So Karbura. Then Indra where Chandana. So go Chandana. So you got these 6 points. You will not miss. If you have this context in your mind, means you will not going to forget the things. So that is why I told you can, if some names or like if 12 types of Basti Vyabhat you are not remembering or 10 types of Vyabhat you are not remembering, you can put some tricks and codes and mnemonics and you can remember it. Understood? So just I told example. Likewise, you can put some tricks for everything. This is the smart work, so that you will not going to forget this. After exam also, you will not going to forget this. It will be helpful for you in preparing the PGs also. It will be in your head. Hmm? That is called the smart work. So then about the rectomoksha, then physiotherapy. Physiotherapy is a less important thing. Only one question it will come. Main things you have to focus is the IR. Okay, then USG, IR, like that point, you you have to um, remember USG, IR, then electrolyte imbalance that you have to study. That is only from the modern topics. Even though if you are studying the physiotherapy portions, means just study the indication of the physiotherapy, contraindication, benefits, then how much hertz current. If you are using current, how many hertz we are using, what are the frequency or wavelength we are using, like that, which light we are using, that much only. It is not that much deep, it is needed. Okay, what are all the precautions we have to take while doing the physiotherapy procedures, that much is only needed. So these are all the important points. I told already 3-star points, that is every indication, contraindication, adyoga, yoga, samyak yoga lakshana, procedure and karmagada is the 3-star point. And then every point you can give 2-star and 1-star point. Okay, like if Stavara Jangama Vishadis are all, the chance of asking is very less. So each and every point you should select like that. It's not. It is only 1 star point. So after completing 3 star and 2 star only, you should go for the 1 star point. Likewise, smartly you should prepare, and I hope this class is beneficial for you and it will be helpful to how to prepare your exam. And again, I'm telling, do smart work, not only with the along with hard work, do smart work also. Go for the exam confidently. Then I know all of you going to pass the exam, but that is not our intention. We have to score a good marks and ranks in the Panchakarma. It's actually a very small subject. So even within this 10 days, you can able to smartly finish the subject within 2 or 3 hours per day. Okay. So uh, that's about, I think it will be helpful for all of you. We'll wind up the session. In the practical also, the Viva will be already I didn't told, right? The practical exam, there will be long procedure. You have to do one long procedure. You have to write that also. Then that long procedure Viva will be there. So 10 plus 5. Okay. Likewise, 8 plus 2 is the short procedure. Short procedure, doing and writing is what? How much mark? It will be 8 mark, 2 mark for the Viva. Then other common Viva is for 20 marks. Then for your records, 5 mark. Likewise, your mark division will be. So you should study the correct Purvakarma, Pradhanakarma, and Paschatkarma of every procedure, because you have to do also, you have to write the procedure also. Okay. So Vamana Virechana, like procedure will come for the what main procedures. Main procedure writing. Then the pasti mixing or the pottery tying, everything will come for the this short procedure. Otherwise, some tarpana pudapaka, everything that will comes under the shalakya, but it will be coming under the because in our topic also it is coming, right? So it will be coming for the what the short procedure. So be prepared, because while doing the procedure also there is a chance of asking question. That is the procedure Viva. So you should know, if you are mixing the basti, the external will come and ask why Makshika first. Why? What is the need of Saindava? Likewise question you have to expect. So that also you should prepare. So all the very best for all of you. Study well and score good marks in Panchakarma. Thank you. Thank you so much. Karthi, let us wind up this session.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Thank you for such a knowledgeful and wonderful session and all the insights you gave about the exams regarding the Panchakarma paper, ma'am. Thank you so much for that, ma'am. I think the students have really understood and have went through your session, whole session, and would uh, execute them in the exam and would implement them in the exam. We are really grateful for that, ma'am, for all the cooperation and the support you have given us throughout this journey, and you agreed for to deliver a session on such a short notice despite the academic schedule and the time constraints you had, ma'am, and also having a session so late, like we started from 8 p.m. You agreed for that also, like you have cooperated in everything that we asked them, that we requested you to. So we are really extremely grateful for that, ma'am, and we extend on behalf of my whole team and organization at Jignasa, we extend our warmest gratitude and thanks to you, ma'am. We are really we were really delighted to host you today, and we really felt so good that we hosted such an eminent speaker like you. And in future also we look forward to work with you, we look forward to collaborate with you, to work hand in hand for the betterment of high students, high fraternity, and to bring many more this kind of initiatives which would benefit them, ma'am. We look forward to it, and once again
Sure, sure.
we really thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank
We
you.
really
Thank
would
you, all
like
of
to thank.
you. Okay. Okay, Karthi. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request you to end the session now, ma'am.